So you need to know your exact values for sine, cos and tan of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. This is the sort of thing I would just recommend that as soon as you get into your non-calculator paper, you just quickly write out on the front or write out on the back. And there's just a kind of an easy way of remembering how to do it. So we start with root 0, root over 2, and then we just go up. So root 1 over 2, root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2, root 4 over 2. So root 1 over 2, root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2, and root 4 over 2. Now cos is very similar, but they're not the same, so I'm not going to carry on going root 0 over 2, root 1 over 2, but I'm going to do it the opposite way. So I'm going to start with 0 at the bottom. So root 0 over 2, root 1 over 2, root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2, and root 4 over 2. Now these you can simplify, because root 0 is 0, so 0 divided by anything is 0. Same with this bottom one, they're exactly the same. Root 1, this numerator that you can see up here, root 1 is just 1, so 1 over 2 is just a half. And the same just here. Root 2 over 2, we don't know, we can't simplify that, so we keep it the same. Root 3 over 2, we don't know anything about that, so we keep it the same. Root 4 is actually 2, so we could write 2 over 2, but we already know that 2 over 2 is just 1. So we know that's the same, and then that one will just be exactly the same as we've just done, so it ends up being 2 over 2, which is just 1. And then tan is a tiny bit more difficult, but you can just use what you've done so far. So you end up doing this numerator divided by this numerator. So root 0 over root 4. Well, root 0 is 0, so 0 divided by anything is 0. Now you do this numerator divided by this numerator. So root 1 divided by root 3. Well, root 1 is 1 and root 3 just stays the same. And then we do root 2 divided by root 2. Well, anything divided by itself is just 1. Now we've got root 3 divided by root 1. So root 3 divided by root 1. Well, root 1 is just 1, so end up with just root 3, because anything divided by 1 stays the same. So we could have written root 3 divided by 1, but it stays the same. And this next one, final one, we've got root 4 divided by root 0. So this is the one where we have a problem. If you type in anything divided by 0 on your calculator, it comes up with error. So this one you just write NA because there is no solution, it's actually infinity. Ooh, just messed that up. So this is just a bit of a quicker way to be able to kind of work out your trig values without a calculator.